Then for GG versus ACT, it will be week 9 day 1 match 3 first half of Opera versus Seer, Prisoner, Hyling, and Priestess. I messed up the general format of how I did it. But ACT is currently last on the list, but boy is a really good Opera singer though. He did practice quite a lot, but with this team comp, Priestess coming out, I don't really know how to feel about Priestess going against Opera, but we'll just have to see how the game goes. Right, let's move on towards the game then. Boy is going to be going after 18 here, who's playing Prisoner, but with a Prisoner chase here as well, it seems like we're going to be slowly but stealthily get away from Opera here, as we are able to hide or conceal our footprints as well. I need to add conceal to my vocabulary list. I might have to write that down for IBC. But aside from that, it seems like we did have Tinnitus here, but that's just given by 18, who's currently outside right now, hiding as much as he can. That is a very tight space to be hiding, but it seems like we might not be able to see the garments nearby, and that is 40 seconds wasted just by a Prisoner hiding in the worst place possible. The riskier, the safer it is, I guess. The most riskiest place is the safest place in the world. In a nutshell. Now then, aside from that, Priestess will become the immediate next chase, but I feel like Priestess should have maybe rotated away a little bit more as well, especially with the fact that you're against an Opera singer too, because she's going to be able to catch up to you relatively fast. Oh, there's 2 portals ready. Okay, damn, okay, fair enough. 2 portals ready. I want to go back straight towards the window to utilize it. But also from Priestess's point of view here, it's because she doesn't have borrow time too, so I just feel like maybe it could have been a little bit better if Priestess were just a little bit further away. But aside from that, we still have 1 more portal left on our hands. There is, well, we won't be able to use the window speed booster. Palace speed boost is not ready in 17 seconds too, but it seems like the window will have to be consumed anyways, as Priestess here did get the hit eventually. And it seems like tie game's at 27%. Tie game is the most dominant percent rate here, with the blink down immediately on towards that Priestess. It's around 2.5 Cypher machines. Yeah, it's 2.5 Cypher machines, and 1 Cypher machine is going to be done here as well, as Prisoner is currently forcing it open as much as he can. Should be overall a good tie game from the Survivor side because of the Cypher Mission detouring progress, and it's also because of the fact that even a Prisoner, I feel like Prisoner can rotate out for 2 major reasons. Reason number 1 being the fact that Prisoner needs to link towards PB Shah's Cypher Machine if you want PB Shah to come in. I don't think they're gonna second rescue. I don't think they're gonna second rescue. The L will probably be given to Priestess for second rescue or first rescue. It just depends on what. Okay, that's. Oh, just you know what? That's the safest rescue I've ever seen in my life. That's the safest rescue I've seen in my life, and it's really good not to body block there as well for 2 big reasons. And Owl is about to disappear soon, and if you got a no damage rescue, you might as well maintain it. And it's Priestess without damage items anyway, so it's fine. So we're not going to rescue here anymore, as Prisoner did manage to finish off his Cypher Machine. Wildling is also decoding a completely new Cypher Machine here as well, as we did get a connection here from Prisoner to Wildling. Oh, I nearly dropped my phone. I was hugging it. But Ku Cao is currently on the run back in towards the chair. We can't get on Mudo here 1 more time, so let's just do it and see how. And then boy, he doesn't realize the Cypher Machine was being decoded. So then there's 2 survivors at 1 Cypher Machine, and then the Priestess here might be able to survive actually. Now that I think about it, they can't pop open the Cypher Machine just yet, because Prisoner gets a 10% decoding buff, or 5% decoding buff, and Priestess on the run out. Just Wildling just has to body block here. The moment Wildling gets hit is the moment we pop. That's how this game should go, cause you usually would prefer. Hey, that hit a Priestess. Pop. Okay, it should be a tie game. One Cypher Machine each per survivor. One Cypher machine each per survivor. Yes, trump card is ready in the next 20 seconds, but Phoebe becoming the next main chase here, who is the Seer with a flywheel ready on his hand as well. He does have 2 pilots here to play around. That's going to be a vault over and immediate speed boost towards the other side. Flywheel, good job, Ibisha. We're going to slow vault back, but it's okay. That's going to be a normal hit down. Is Wily on this side of the map, but we're going to teleport over. We're going to teleport over first as Prisoner once. I thought he was about to hide. We did not get on the board just yet. We cannot shadow dance back here too, which is a tiny bit unfortunate. But Prisoner needs to go towards one of the deadest corner of it all just so he doesn't get found. Hopefully, boy, you might be able to find Prisoner right here. It's a little bit unfortunate, but ooh, we revealed ourselves, but we didn't get a pallet. So that's going to be the stun. That no hit over the pallet. But it still should be a one-man escape. A little bit unfortunate here from GG's side. I don't know how that hit it over the pallet. That was a miracle there for Boy, how that hit it over the pallet when Akuta brought down the pallet. But aside from that, Prisoner does not have... Prisoner's on max out, but Prisoner does not have Dungeon nearby. Ooh, we're going to barely be able to escape. Ooh, that is scary. Scary, scary, scary. Prisoner's going to make his way slowly towards the back right now with 35 seconds remaining on the clock until the tension is over. We need to survive until the tension's over. Right now, what matters the most is we need to get out, we need to survive and then get out, but we don't have teleportation just yet. It seems like we're going to go for the run right now, Prisoner. We're 23 seconds left on the clock right now. We're currently still hiding. As long as the tension's over, it's a tie game. As long as the tension's over, it's a tie game. Tibisha is hiding around the area. 18 might be found here. 18 is... Hey, 18's behind. 18. Oh, no. No, Prisoner was right in front of you. Wait, vault over, but the tension's over. Oh, Lord, have mercy to this poor soul. Let's congratulate the tie game here from GG. Moving on. Wow, look at 18. Okay, then for second half we go. We'll be Solemn coming out as Trump card attention alongside with Abnormal. Seems like we're going to be able to see Seer, Coordinator, Patient, and First Officer. With double tie turn here, Cordy not having one with Speed Boost is going to be pretty interesting to see. But if Cordy becomes first chase, I don't think it'll... Okay, let's move on straight towards the game then. For Sam here, we're going to run straight towards Sen, who's on the other side. Yeah, we're going to change targets for the Seer, but Cordy was upstairs there as well. I think it's a bit unfortunate we don't go after Cordy, even though she doesn't really have anything to contain Wish. But aside from that, here comes Seer first chase. I guess with chasing up the Seer, it really is just about not allowing Cordy to have a rebound kite potential or to get the gun out safely alongside Wish, you know, alongside with what again? Alongside with the Owl support. But that in mind, it's going to be a 30-second containment here, as all survivors are now decoding a Cypher machine each 30 seconds in towards the game. And I do think in this case scenario, it really is just about seeing how fast we can actually catch up towards the Seer here. Meanwhile, the Owl will be dropped down. We're going to see if we can break the pallet here fast or not. But with the pallet drop down, that's going to be the pallet broken. We did bring destructiveness here as well, so like overall it shouldn't be too bad. But of course, from a Seer's point of view right here as well, he can definitely tie for a little while longer compared to the usual, but we shouldn't really be too worried about it. As Sen decided not to use that flywheel to go as nearby as our Cordy. But I say Cordy should be able to gun here. Yeah, Cordy should be able to gun here regardless of what happens. Sen being able to rotate away pretty far out from this area. But once again, you're against an opera singer, so I don't think it's going to change much in that regard. I didn't pronounce some letters in my words. I'm pretty surprised myself. But aside from that, I'm just going to quality check one last time. There's Dash. And Seer does get the flywheel out. Do we get the Owl out though? I wonder. I wasn't really looking at the bottom left hand side of the screen since I was quality checking. But it is 2.5 Cypher Machines done from the Survivor side. First officer Cypher Machine, there is at 90% decoding progress, but he will be forced out of the area because he doesn't want to get forced rescue here too. But with that in mind, that's a 91% Cypher Machine decoding progress. It'll go straight down to 31% as we did maximize the abnormal usage share of the 60% rate. That's going to be the TP back here, seeing where first officer is. Just a matter of time if we actually get the hit on towards him. 11 more or less in a sense. It's kind of just about how much time we have left before the rescue comes through. As we do see first officer on the other side. Yes, we did get a hit on towards him, but Seer should have his second owl out pretty soon. He doesn't, just not yet. Overall for the survivors here, I mean, overall for the survivors here, they know that all they need to do is to get a tie, but Saw bring at them normally here really just wants to get a win. But from our perspective here as the spectators, with one full Cypher Machine remaining, we may need, preferably speaking, we would want to rescue, but that's going to be really hard to do. Oh wait, never mind. We're gonna item swap here for Coordinator to get a... So Cordy got first officer's pocket watch in exchange to get the rescue here. I mean, that's not a bad exchange, just in case you get prevented with the rescue, just in case you get stuffed. But first officer would be the one in danger here, as we do manage to get Tie Turner out on towards us here. Seer does have a second. Oh, he should have his... Yeah, he has a second owl out now. It was at like 95% when he went down for the second time, but this third down didn't get much from that. We should be able to vault over the window to be able to take a lot of speed boost away, but it seems like we didn't go towards the next nearby window, but instead we're going to go towards the corner here instead, which basically just means that owl was kind of useless from Seer's point of view then. Because we wanted to use the owl to rebound kite, not to do dash. Now, from the survivor side, there are two at half health. We are healing both, so both first officer and coordinator are healing each other right now. Meanwhile, Egg not decoding the Cypher Machine anymore, just so we can play this a little bit safer as well. Patient currently on the run. But I do think for some here, as long as you can get the tie, it's really what it matters. From a survivor's point of view here too, I do think it's really just about the execution of this tie game right now, with multiple reasons as well. Yes, first officer is at half health, but as long as every player just keeps decoding, that's all what it matters here. Gogo just needs to get away from this area, preferably speaking upstairs, or even to look for an item in hotel too. But 11's doing a really good pallet mind game here against Son. We don't have Shadow Dance left on our hands, and it's more or less just a waiting game now. We've accelerated decoding with 2% decoding speed boost, and for Aeroplanist, Cypher Machine will be at around 50% before anything else happens. But it's Teleport. Oh no, Aeroplanist. Patient. Sorry, I keep thinking Egg is Aeroplanist for some reason. My bad. We're gonna play around here for a little bit. It's gonna be window speed boost there utilized, and Shadow Dance back. Patient. That's gonna be another window use, but you can't play around that window for so long. After all, that is a breakable window at the end of the day. I feel like for NetEase themselves too, they've created breakable windows just so they know that, because they know that there are so many areas where survivors can spam windows. And I guess like in that case scenario where there is like one pallet and another window to play around, it's quite a short pallet window. Yeah, unless you bring Confined Space, I don't think you're going to be able to catch up that fast. Unless you're maybe a chase type hunter, but even so, it's pretty annoying to deal with. So I'm here still trying to look for more. With two Cypher Machines at 50% here. But with the two Cyphers at 50, I do think what matters now is how to actually finish them. Your patient is at half health, your first officer is at half health. Meanwhile, Cordy is still just looking for an item here. We do have Shadow Dance ready, so we can definitely Shadow Dance back and try to catch patient off guard there, but we might be fully committing. No, we're not. We're going to double back ourselves towards patient. Patient needs to get off his Cypher Machine right now. Patient, do we see you? We do see the opera. But with the patient here, what did Cordy get? Cordy got an extra needle. Patient window vaulting out of this area, and we do have a Shadow Strike here left to use. Overall, it shouldn't be too bad for patient. We just don't want him to get towards the window, preferably speaking. Now, there isn't that much chairs near this area, so I don't think it's a good idea to actually I personally don't think it was a good idea to chair there, which is good. And we're going to be able to get the Terror Shock down with 80-90% decoding progress from the Survivor side. It is primed, but with a basement chair there, and of course the patient utilizing up his... Oh wait, patient didn't use his self-heal, no? Oh, patient got healed by Cordy. No, sorry, we popped the Cypher. I didn't think they'd pop open the Cypher machine like that, but a little bit risky, if you wouldn't mind me saying so myself. A little bit risky in my humblest opinions, as patient is already at the exit gate here. We do have trunk card for the teleport change if we really need it, as patient, no items remaining on our hands. So I'm still trying to dash as fast as we can towards the other side right now, but it really is just a waiting game here too. We're going to be able to get the overall tour from the other side, and with that in mind, that's quite a lot of time played around this area. Patient most likely would be going down fairly soon here as well. We are going to be able to get a hit down, but I feel like if we pair chair patient here, we should have enough time to reach towards the exit gate. But 11 is also on his way for the rescue. He's a little bit deeper in towards the depths. Let's just see if Sam can find him. We got stuck there a little bit as we're going to look for Cordy right now, whose exit gate is around 38%. Okay, 38%. We're going to be able to catch up here really fast too. Seems like First Officer is already on his way with the teleportation back here as well. Do we get Tinnitus here? First Officer ran back into the dark alleyways, but it seems like Tinnitus will be highlighted here for Sam as First Officer. Sally, you will not be able to make it towards the chair here. We don't see First Officer just yet. We don't see him just as we do teleport over immediately looking for the coordinator, but with a coordinator here, maybe shadow dancing back wouldn't be a bad idea. We're going to shadow dance back here immediately, seeing where the First Officer is, and that's going to be First Officer caught off guard, and no hit down just yet. That's going to be hit down on towards Egg, and we can chase after First Officer here if that's the case, because he has nothing else remaining on his hands to play around. Didn't get a Terror Shock hit over the Padish, but that's okay. It will be a 3-man elimination here guaranteed for Sam. Overall, not too bad from ACT survivors, but definitely could have been tied. Let's move on then towards game 2.